How many times a day do we each hear or use the word care? In this video, we'll think about what it means to provide care. We'll define care using a concept called a caring response. Developed by researchers Regina Daugherty and Ruth Portillo, a caring response defines care as made up of three parts. 1. Navigating the line between friendly and professional conduct. 2. Possessing technical competence. And 3. Demonstrating professional responsibility. In a moment, we'll examine each of these parts. First, it's important to emphasize that a caring response isn't a formula or a generic prescribed collection of step-by-step instructions. In fact, a caring response will vary depending upon the people, places, activities, demands, and needs presented in any given situation. For those of us aiming to provide person-centered care, the caring response approach can be a helpful way to center and personalize our care to the situation or person before us. Now let's break down each element of a caring response. 1. Navigating the line between friendly and professional conduct. Friendly conduct. People want to know that someone cares. So our education, training, and knowledge is not all that we must offer to provide good care. How do we help people feel that we care? Through friendly conduct. Naturally, friendly conduct includes common expressions of kindness, such as greeting people warmly and remembering the important details of their lives. In this context, however, friendly conduct means going beyond common everyday expressions of warmth and making the extra effort to increase someone's comfort. It may mean including them in conversations, decisions, and groups, or complimenting them in an authentic way. In other words, imagining how people in our world are experiencing the world and seeking to make their experience safe, comfortable, healing, and pleasant. What examples can you recall of when a healthcare professional has helped you to have a better experience, or when you've helped someone else? Professional conduct. Yet there is a line that can be crossed. When we become too friendly, we move from the realm of caring for someone and into prioritizing our own needs. For example, when we overshare about the burdens of our life, ask to borrow money, or spill out our relationship woes to a recipient of care, we are likely seeking to meet our own needs. Of particular importance is to act with caution and respect with regard to physical interactions. This is an important part of navigating friendliness and professionalism because so much of our work in long-term care involves physical touch as part of the job. In your daily work life, aim to be aware of the necessity of physical touch, how that touch is received, and whether it's appropriate, safe, and necessary to care provision. For example, some people describe themselves as huggers. They like to hug and receive hugs as a way of connecting and showing their care. Not everyone, however, likes to hug or wants to. For some people, hugging can feel scary or dangerous. We may never know if someone carries a history of domestic violence or some other kind of trauma or abuse that makes physical touch without their consent frightening or unsafe, even if our intention is good. It's best to err on the side of caution until you know your recipients of care's preference. Number 2, technical competence. This component of a caring response means that we are competent, trained, and skilled in an evidence-based practice. Technical competence is an ongoing duty of care that asks us to learn, grow, stretch, and continually evolve as professionals. Sometimes what we face on the job is beyond our skills or training, so we also need the insight to know when we should refrain from acting on our own and know how to access the skills and expertise we need. Part of our technical competence means that we know how to access our interdisciplinary team and their expertise on behalf of our care recipients. 3. Professional responsibility. This component consists of accountability for our actions and responsiveness to people's claims on our time. Another way of thinking about what it means to be responsive is our willingness to engage with another human being to gain an understanding of their lives. Navigating friendly and professional conduct, keeping technically competent, and accepting professional responsibility might seem like common sense. But these can be difficult and complex skills to use when we're under stress or in a hurry. Here are some concrete strategies to help us practice a caring response. Pay attention to details. Close listening includes hearing the words people speak and also noticing unspoken communication. Body language, such as changes in voice or tone, noticing facial expressions of distress, joy, pain, or contentment. Physical responses or changes in speech patterns, for example, can help us understand what our care recipients are trying to communicate. Use individualized, appropriate communication tools. Person-centered approaches rely on communicating with each person in ways that are best for them. Examples might include using a language translator or providing information in their preferred language, using assistive devices, nonverbal communication aids, or other strategies. Self-awareness. We provide better care for others by paying attention to our own individual needs, thoughts, and feelings in a given moment. Awareness of what we may or may not be signaling to our clients through our attitudes, body language, or energy is essential. Imagination. Our imaginations are one of the most effective tools we have in providing care. Oftentimes, we won't have the answers. There will be gaps in our knowledge, gaps in stories, and missing bits of information. Even when we do not have all the facts, there are questions we can ask ourselves to increase our understanding. For example, how is what is happening typical or not typical for my care recipient? Are there recent changes in prescription drugs? What is occurring in my care recipient's physical, mental, social, and spiritual life? What changes are happening in the immediate environment or the environments of people close to my recipient of care, such as a change in housing, the death of a loved one, change in health, or loss of benefits? How might time be a factor in what's occurring? The time of day, time of life, the season, time of week, and location of events in the past, present, or future all may influence thoughts, feelings, and actions. What is not being said or asked that needs to be understood? A caring response is a way of thinking about our healthcare roles. We can use a caring response to make ethical or practical decisions in the moment, to inform or assess our own actions and interactions, as a way to measure growth and development in our practice, and as a way to increase our self-awareness. Thank you for taking the time to engage with this video and for thinking about a caring response. A great place to begin practicing with the person you know best, you.